Talk about all the games happened on March 5th. We had quite a few games actually. All right. The first game is the Suns. This is the first reunion of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. First time they play each other. Dallas Mavericks couldn't get it down. Lost again at home, 130-126. And they give KD 40 minutes. Devin Booker 40 minutes. It's a big game. Usually big games, star players, they're gonna play a few more, especially if it's close, right? They're gonna score a lot. And both guys did that. And the rest of the guys, DeAndre Ayton, the usage really isn't there. He's a guy that we could look to drop, right? If you don't need rebounds and field goal, you could drop him in the playoffs. Right now, he's really not scoring much. It's only been 2 games. But yeah, it's a disappointing. Kind of expected as well. KD's gonna get a pretty good usage. CP3 played all right. Joshua Okogie now just get 21 minutes. So if you were streaming him, you could just drop him. We look at the Dallas Mavericks, Luka and Kyrie. Sure, no problem. One thing stands out is Luka went 17 for 19 on the free throw line. So he's really up and down. Sometimes he's gonna go 90% on 20 attempts. Some nights he's gonna shoot 50%, right? 3 for 6. Reggie Bullock, Tim Hardaway Jr. both you could stream it for threes. Tim Hardaway Jr. has 6 threes, so there you go. And Christian Wood is also droppable unless you need some points and some rebounds, some blocks. And it's not even guaranteed he's gonna get 22 minutes a night. So it's been a very excuse me. It's been a pretty disappointing second half. He had a 20-game stretch where he was balling, but now kind of just go back to his old ways. Let's go to the next game. The Indiana Pacers beat the Bulls. Another bad loss for the Bulls. Can they even make the play-ins? Are they still? How many games are they? Oh, it's actually a big game for them too. Wow. If they won that game, right, they'll only be half games behind the 10th seed. Now, Pacers got the tiebreaker over them. So it just made things a little bit tougher. So a huge win for the Pacers. They're still right there in the hunt. Tyrese Halliburton, 29 points, 11 assists, great. Buddy Hield, for whatever reason, only played 26 minutes. They give Benedict Mathurin, who just had a really good game here. I wouldn't like he's a guy you could stream if they got a good schedule. But I'm not gonna overreact about this one game. Miles Turner, 16 points and 3 blocks. Sure, he did his job. But the rest of the guys, you can always stream Isaiah Jackson if they got a good schedule for some blocks. TJ McConnell for some assists if they have a back-to-back. For the Chicago Bulls, Alex Caruso started again, and then Patrick Williams went to the bench. Patrick Beverly still getting 30-plus minutes a night. You could stream him if you're looking for some rebounds, some assists, some steals, and blocks, right? You're looking for those 4 categories. Zach LaVine went off again, 42 points with 5 threes, but just not enough. DeRozan played all right. Caruso, you could stream him for steals at the moment, but his minutes is not even guaranteed right now. Vucevic had 12 points and 9 rebounds, added some defensive stats, which was impressive, but too bad they could not get it done. They lost again. The next game, Curry is back. Okay. So Jordan Poole now goes to the bench. Curry, 27 points, first game back, 5 threes. Klay Thompson, 4 threes, 22 points. The Warriors, they gotta also start winning some games. Where are they at? They are, oh my god, they're the 5th seed? Okay. Wow, imagine they played the Suns the first round. Right now, this is the matchup, 4th seed versus 5th seed. Crazy. Jordan Poole, I wouldn't drop him, but, for sure that's something to think about in the playoffs. Depending on what category you need. 20 minutes. You will have games where maybe Curry or Klay, one of them sits out. He's going to come and get 30 points, no problem. But if everybody's healthy, the minutes, the shots are not guaranteed. Kevon Looney played 20 minutes, just a rebound streamer. Draymond Green, Dante. Well, what stands out is Dante DiVincenzo played 37 minutes with Curry back. So we're just going to hold on to Dante for a few more games, see where things go. Really good line, a block, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 11 rebounds. And Draymond, no defensive stats again, but had 15 points. For the Lakers, AD is going to eat the next couple games, 39 points again, and let Lakers to a win. That's what it matters, with 2 blocks. 6 assists, 8 rebounds, really good stuff. Dennis Schroeder, sure, with LeBron out, he could stream in for some assists mainly. He doesn't look like he's gonna score out too much. Malik Beasley had just 1 3. Vanderbilt grabbed 13 rebounds in 23 minutes, and Troy Brown Jr. didn't. Wow, that's pretty impressive that they're able to get this win. Led by AD, very good. Vanderbilt has just been really good. Best plus minus on the team in those 23 minutes. They gotta play him more, even though it doesn't really offer that much spacing, but he's making an impact on mainly on the defensive end. The next game is the Charlotte Hornets lost to the Brooklyn Nets. Mikal Bridges played well again, and for sure, Kelly Oubre Jr. He's been hitting his free throws as well. 7 for 8, absolutely must roster. And Dennis Smith Jr. Even though he only played 27 minutes, also we need to roster this guy. 6 assists is still in the block. Assistant, if he especially need assistant steals, he offered a little bit blocks as well, a little bit of points, some threes. But right now the minutes is not there. But 27 minutes of him make him I like him, even though he just played 27 minutes tonight. Even if he just played 27 minutes tonight. Terry Rozier disappointing again with 3 threes is okay, but not much else. And Mark Williams grabbed 14 rebounds in 24 minutes, and Nick Richards played just 9 minutes. So they're just mixing things up a little bit. PJ Washington came back, had a huge game. What am I saying? Not a huge game. 8 rebounded, but it's good. He came back and played 35 minutes. And Gordon Hayward didn't really do much. He had a block and 12 points. We look at the Brooklyn Nets, Mikal Bridges. Where would this guy get drafted next year? Because if there are no major roster changes, right, he's going to average 20 points. And fairly efficient too, right? 33 points with 2 3, 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Good stuff. Spencer Dinwiddie added a little bit of everything. Claxton added 3 blocks and 12 rebounds. Right? Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Spencer Dinwiddie, these 4 guys are must rosters. Dorian Finney-Smith, the minutes is there, but he's not really doing much, to be honest. And Royce O'Neal now just gets 18. Not much going on with the Nets rotation, to be honest. The main guys are getting majority of the minutes, and nobody really have much streaming value at the moment. The next game, the Portland Trailblazers, okay, finally they win a game. They beat Orlando Magic. Matisse Thybulle, 32 minutes. Only 1 steal here, but no worries. Absolutely must roster. Jeremy Grant added a bit everything. Good stuff. Drew Eubanks played 26 minutes. Had a steal, 6 rebounds. You could stream him if they got a good schedule, but I wouldn't roster him. He's not like a top 60, 70 player. And we still have no news on Yusuf Nurkic. So he's been out for a long, long time. I don't know what's going on with him. Cam Reddish, sure, we could also have him, stream him. 2 steals, 16 points, and two threes is not bad. And Damian Lillard, another 40-point game. He just keeps doing it. He's the number 1 ranked player in the last month or two, right? It doesn't look like he's going to slow down. He's putting up numbers, but the Portland Trailblazers, they got to win some games. For the Magic, Franz Wagner, he sprained his ankle, came back, played the next game. Amazing stuff. 24 points and 4 threes. Pancaro, 26 points is not bad, but free throw is a big issue. And added a steal and a block. So overall, pretty good. Jalen Suggs, we also got to roster him, right? With the Gary Harris out. Had 15 points and 3 steals. I like him. And Markelle Fultz added 4 steals. Really, really impressive stuff from Markelle Fultz. He's been playing pretty amazingly. All right, goes to the next game. The San Antonio Spurs lost to the Rockets, 110-142. Well, the Spurs, they don't have 2 games, so they don't have any game in the next 4 days. So in the playoffs, I think you can really drop everybody, right? Keldon Johnson is not that good of a player. You could drop him. Malachi Branham. Once they come back, you could pick them up, right? But pretty much everybody's a drop in the next 4 days since they have 0 games. But some of the guys play well, David Vassell had 2 threes, a steal. Where's Trey Jones? Zach Collins was also out, yeah. Devontae Graham had 14 points and 4 assists. Yeah, this Spurs team. I think just everybody's a drop. When they come back, then you pick them up. Yeah, that's how I would play this. For the Houston Rockets, Jalen Green went off 31 points. Not much else with 4 threes, but at least the efficiencies were good. Kevin Porter Jr. pretty impressive, 13 assists. But again, it was against the Spurs. and Pro Shamgoon, good game. Kenny Martin Jr. This game only get 27 minutes. And Taro Eason had more minutes than both Jabari Smith and Kenny Martin Jr. Taro Eason is absolutely must roster. He has the team best plus minus as well, 24. 17 points, 8 rebounds, a steal. Pick him up, absolutely must roster at the moment. He might be the best fantasy player on this team. Maybe Shangun and him will be close. But damn, like, Shangun's free throw is a little bit suspect, but Eason could really be, I think he averaged like 1.4 steals in 20 minutes. Imagine he played 30, right? 1.7 steals and over one block a game. That would scare a lot of people. The next game is the Utah Jazz lost to Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay. The Jazz, they are the 10th seed, barely holding on right now. And the Lakers caught up. Wow. Thunder's only half game behind. Ooh, the race is pretty tight. Other than the Rockets and the Spurs, everybody else is still in it. Kelly Olynyk had a double-double, pretty nice. And Walker Kessler, again, 5 blocks and 10 rebounds. This guy is going to get drafted early to next year. Super impressive. Jordan Clarkson had 12 assists and 2 steals. That's not unlike him. Added 18 as well. And Taylor Horton Tucker continue to start. I don't mind stream him and Chris Dunn at the moment. Right, both Chris Dunn actually is better than Taylor Horton Tucker if you need assists and steals and defensive stats. Really good game from. Chris Dunn wasn't in the league, and then he just picked up the phone and started pulling up some nice numbers. So steal and block, 17 points is real nice. But a great win for Oklahoma City Thunder. They're still in it. They are a half a game behind. Shea, 37. It's just amazing. 90% from the free throw line on 19 attempts. 3 steals and a block, 38 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Amazing. Shea, not much else to say, man. He's just being amazing. Josh Giddey, surprisingly, also had almost a triple-double with Shea back. That's great. And Jalen Williams, oh my God. 32 points. 2 steals, 2 blocks, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's like a top 30 player in the last month or two. Amazing stuff. Obviously, he's not going to do this every game. But wow, right? I mean, the shooting obviously is not sustainable, but the defensive stat, he can't keep it up. He can average 1.5 steals and 0.8, 0.7 blocks a game. That's no problem. Lou Dort, 1 for 1 for 9, yeah. And Isaiah Joe with Shea back, I think we could drop him. But the guy makes a lot of threes. So Shea, if he's out, definitely stream him for some points and threes. All right, let's go to the next game. The next game is wild. 2 double overtime. The Knicks able to beat the Celtics on the road. Wow. The Knicks, finally, they are starting playing their young players. Emmanuel Quickly with 55 minutes, had 38 points, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. He was the guy that we want to stream, but damn, you're lucky if you stream him. What a game from him. And sure, like, you can continue to stream this guy, right? He's at worst case scenario, he plays 23, 24 minutes off the bench. He's been getting very consistent minutes. So I would stream him. He's super hot right now. RJ played well, but I don't think he's a must roster. But we'll see. I mean, this is also a very pretty game from him. All the Knicks guys. Oh, well, this game, Jalen Brunson didn't even play. That's why Quickly able to start get huge minutes. That's why. Julius Randle had 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 threes. He's been making a lot of threes last week. Mitchell Robinson, no blocks, but did grab 14 rebounds. Quentin Grimes played 25 minutes. It did absolutely nothing. And Josh Hart still getting the minutes on this team. But Emmanuel Quickly, regardless, if Jalen Brunson comes back, I would just stream him. If they have a back-to-back, I would look at Nick's schedule. But he's a guy that for sure happy to stream if the schedule is good. For the Celtics, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, 29 points and 40 points for Tatum. Tatum is kind of inconsistent. One game he would have 40, another game he would have 18. But this game he had he shot 12 for 430. Not very good efficiency-wise. 6 threes, no defensive stat. Jaylen Brown, meanwhile, had 4 steals and a block, 29 points. Pretty impressive stuff out of Jaylen Brown. Al Horford, 20 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Robert Williams is going to be out for a week or two. And if you have Robert Williams, you don't have an IR, he's a drop, right? Unless you really, really need his blocks and rebound. And he's not even getting you that many blocks right now. Something to think about. Derek White started 32 points, an okay game. Same thing with Marcus Smart. And Graham Williams also played 44 minutes. But obviously, Celtics, I'll be a little worried. They haven't been playing well. And then the Bucks have the best record, and they're 1.5 game behind. That means in the playoff series, Bucks are going to have the home court. The Sixers also very impressive at the moment because they just beat the Bucks. The next game, the Bucks, doesn't matter. They beat the Washington Wizards back. It was a back-to-back night for them. Didn't matter. Giannis, after going off the other day, had 23 points, a triple-double, 13 assists and 10 rebounds. Very impressive. Brook Lopez is still at 3 blocks. Continue just putting up numbers every single game. Brook Lopez. Jrue Holiday played okay, no defensive stats. And I'm just waiting for Chris Middleton to be full strength. It doesn't look like they need him that much, but they kind of need him in some playoff series. They need him to kind of like last 5 minutes to take the burden off Giannis a little bit, create some shots. But if you're streaming threes for Grayson Allen, he hit 3 threes. Pat Connaughton hit 2. For the Washington Wizards, Bradley Beal took 32 field goals to get 33 points. Missed all the threes, but overall a very good game. Delon Wright, absolutely must roster with Monte Morris out, 5 assists and 2 steals, 10 points. An average game from him. Danny Advia came off the bench, 31 points, had 3 steals, 6 rebounds and 17 points and 2 threes. That's pretty impressive, right? Kristaps Porzingis, 24 points and 2 blocks, okay. But Daniel Gafford also came back right away, but no defensive stats. Sure, then we can just ride with him. But Delon Wright is absolutely must roster, and Danny Advia, we could stream this guy as long as Kyle Kuzma is out. But the Wizards, they are right now just barely holding on to the 10th spot. The Plains. All right, the last game of the night also, high-scoring game. The Grizzlies couldn't get it done on the road versus the Clippers without Ja. But the Grizzlies' record without Ja in the last year or two is also very, very good. They just have a very good team. Tyus Jones is very capable. I mean, my God, 25 points, 12 assists. Are you kidding me? Tyus Jones also absolutely must roster with Ja. We don't know when Ja is coming back. He's suspended at least 2 games, so you're going to get at least 1 game out of Tyus Jones. He's a top 50 player. Gave him 30 minutes. Easy. Desmond Bane, 30 points. Not bad. And Xavier Tillman, with Brandon Clark out for the season, he's also going to have some value, but not a lot of value, right? It depends. And Steven Adams could be back. We don't know when. But 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 13 points is not bad. Jaren Jackson Jr., his usage is going to be a little bit higher. In this game, they didn't have Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks comes back, he's going to take them. But Jaren Jackson, you don't really get him for his scoring. But he had a nice scoring game, added 2 steals and 2 blocks. And Luke Kennard coming, played 29 minutes. Sure, I think with Ja, that's the thing. Dillon Brooks is going to be back. But if you want threes, you could stream him. For the LA Clippers, Kawhi and Paul George both had huge games. Paul George, 42 points, 14 for 15 from the free throw line. One of his best games in a while. Kawhi Leonard, 34 points, very efficient, 13 for 13. The Clippers missed 2 free throws, right? Very impressive stuff, very efficient. They shot 52%. As a team, they shot 50, 40, 90. Impressive. Russell Westbrook is a +9, so I guess, they're giving him trust. They're getting his confidence back. I think it's okay in the regular season. You play Russ some minutes, give him the confidence, right? So in the playoffs, in certain situations you may not play him, but whenever you play him, he's confident he can come in and contribute. So I think it's important. Marcus Morris Sr., 25 minutes, and nobody else did anything other than the big 2. And Russ did a little bit, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. And that's it, guys. I'll see you next time.